Yellowstone is not over. Yep, you heard it right. It just released its season finale, and it was quite dramatic. Don't worry, we will talk about it. But this was far from the ending of the franchise. In fact, the finale just set up 3 new storylines that will be explored in the future of the Yellowstone franchise, and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let's dive in. Of course, to no one's surprise, the Yellowstone finale started with our much-beloved Travis. Yes, I'm being ironic, taking the stage and stealing our time for like 5 minutes. I wanted to talk about him first, not only because I want to get the worst part of the episode off my chest, but also because I know for sure that this character will be very influential in the future of the franchise. Yes, unfortunately, this is not the last time we are seeing Travis. Based on his interaction with Teeter alone, you can understand that he will be the new John Dutton of the franchise. I know. Even saying this out loud breaks my heart, but this is the truth. Travis will be the leading character of the upcoming 4/6's show, and our poor Teeter and Jimmy will work for him. Jesus, I still cannot believe that this is the result we came to. Are you still excited to watch the 4/6's after hearing all this? Let me know in the comments. Now on to the much more exciting parts. First of all, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. Jaime is dead. Yes, he is truly dead, with no doubts or suspicions surrounding his murder. And I have to admit, this was a terrible way of getting rid of this controversial character. Feel free to fight me in the comments, but this is how I feel about it. As you all know, I'm not a fan of Jaime, but he didn't deserve to be killed off this way. It was so rushed, so abrupt. They didn't even have a proper conversation. Like Beth said, "I'm going to kill you. And by the way, we sold the ranch." And Jaime said, "What? Really? Oh my God, I'm shocked. Now I want to kill you as well." Then there was a fight, and of course, Rip gets in at the perfect moment. And that's it. That's how Jaime is gone after all these years. First of all, I'm not convinced why Jaime had to be killed. He didn't order his father's killing, we all know that. Also, he was a teenager when that abortion incident with Beth took place, so I'm not sure if that is enough to kill a person. Yes, he was a terrible son and brother, but was he supposed to be killed? Really? Do you think his killing was justified? Personally, I have doubts, but let me know what you think. Plus, can someone explain all that milk in Jaime's fridge? Did we ever get it mentioned in the show that he has a secret obsession with milk, or what? Anyway, he is gone, and I'm still a bit bitter about it. Mostly because I would have loved to see him in the future of the franchise. Now, one thing that did not sit right with me was the role of Rip in all this. A part of me feels like his part in the entire season was cut off. He didn't have a revenge talk with Jaime. He didn't even feel the necessity to take John's revenge. Is it just me, or was Rip not that much of a fan of John after all? I did not like his approach to the funeral. I did not like that he did not want Beth to take John's revenge. I did not like to see him sidelined so much by the other characters, especially Travis. Speaking of Travis, I truly believe that Taylor Sheridan was getting jealous of how popular Rip Wheeler got and thus decided to give him limited screen time and limited importance in the show in general. And I'm mad at him for this. But let me know what you thought about Rip's presence in these late episodes. Other things that bothered me about Jaime's death: the fact that Rip and Lloyd could carry the body in broad daylight without any worries that someone would see them. Like, the show feels like a fantasy series at this point. Also, how did they get rid of all of Jaime's blood on the floor? Are forensic departments in Montana not working? Plus, how come the detective did not get suspicious over Beth for invading Jaime's home and Jaime disappearing right afterward? I believe everyone just played along to move the story forward and leave the rest for the upcoming shows, which I will talk about in just a second. But let me know what you thought of all this. Now, the ranch is sold to the reservation, which was the best part of the entire episode, in my opinion. Seeing Thomas Rainwater tearing up was priceless. Seeing the Yellowstone banner removed from the ranch was both emotional and dramatic, both in a good and bad way. Overall, I believe the reservation deserved it, and I'm glad to see the ranch in safe hands. That being said, if they trusted the reservation and Rainwater this much, why did John have so many troubles with them over the years? Like, what was all that fight about? Seriously, guys, I'm scratching my head since I finished the episode, and I cannot stop coming up with new questions. But this concludes the chapter of Yellowstone Ranch for sure. We are entering a new era in the franchise, and it will have a completely different tone than the original series. Of course, losing the original ranch puts a bitter taste over the prequel series such as 1923, but perhaps watching them would make us appreciate this ending more. Who knows? Okay, now, what's next? Well, we all saw that Case, Monica, and Tate are starting their own cattle business and brand, which is good, I suppose. I'm happy for Case, for sure. Luke Grimes is an amazing actor, and I felt how relieved Case was once they sold the ranch. That being said, I felt sad to see that he was seeing the Yellowstone Ranch and his family legacy as such a burden. We are not certain if there will be a spin-off series for Case's new brand, but if I know Sheridan, I know for sure he would love to capitalize on this idea. That's why he left their storyline open-ended. Plus, can we agree on the fact that Monica is yet another character, alongside Rip, whose entire character arc was cut off? Like, how many words did she speak throughout this entire season? Perhaps 5? She didn't even say anything about the new business, or the future of Tate, or even Jaime's death. She is basically muted, and I believe her redemption will come in a new spin-off series surrounding the family. But let me know what you think. Also, if we truly get a new spin-off series, I'm hoping to see Tate's actor being replaced. The boy can't act. That's all I'm going to say about it. Would you watch a Yellowstone spin-off with Case and Monica leading it? Can't wait to hear your thoughts. On to Beth and Rip. We got the confirmation for these two's new spin-off series, and we just watched them buying a brand new ranch far from Montana, starting a new chapter. This new chapter will act as the Yellowstone Season 6, being a direct follow-up to the events of this finale. So it might have a different title, based in a different ranch, but it will have a similar tone with the same characters we all know and love. They took Carter with them too, which is amazing. But let's be honest, everything happened too quickly. One moment they were killing Jaime, and the next they were at a brand new, amazing ranch. Still, their plan is unclear. The good news is, Kelly Riley also confirmed that she is not ready to let go of Yellowstone yet, and thus she will star in this show. All I will say is, do not be surprised if the weird killing of Jaime follows them there as well. Because remember, the detective said he would be in touch with Beth. Let me know your theories about the new spin-off show. Also, there are some questions that are yet to be answered. Like, whatever happened to Jaime's son? Should we pretend that Beth had no idea about him and forgot her promise to Jaime? Will we see more of him in later shows? If we were not going to see a storyline with him, why did they make Jaime talk with his baby mama in the previous episode? Like, what did Christina do to help Jaime? Am I missing something here? Let me know what you think. Also, what happened to market equities? What was their reaction to all this? Why didn't we see a single face from the company in the finale? I'm simply confused. Overall, John Dutton's legacy was disrespected, for sure. Also, remember they made a huge deal about how they kept the scenarios secret. No one knew what was written in the other scenarios. What was the point of all that? Because, are you surprised to see any of these things happening? We are mere fans, and we already predicted 1,000,000 times that this was going to be the trajectory of the show. So were the actors truly surprised to see all this? I genuinely believe it was just a gimmick to make us excited for the new season, because the actual season had nothing exciting about it. For more weekly updates and analysis about the Yellowstone franchise, make sure to like and follow. If you want to learn about what will happen in 1923 Season 2, watch the video on screen.